Hi everyone, my name is Phyllis and I'm the owner of Mad Moody Quilting Fabrics. So we're on part 4 of Star-Crossed tutorial. This is the third quilt in the series of 4-meter quilts. And we are working, let me just quickly run through things. So first part was this, second part was how to do this, third part was this, and this week we're going to start working on these flying geese. All right, so go look for the other parts if you like what you see, and check it out. Now I'm just going to put my overhead camera on, and I'm going to put myself up in the corner. So now we have these flying geese. So you will need to do one flying geese, you will need a rectangle and 2 triangles. And what I would suggest you do is you do a stack, and you're going to draw a line from there to there, just like this. And then you would do a whole stack of these and then take them to your sewing machine. Now, I'm going to just flip to the sewing machine. And I'm going to go ahead and change over to the other camera so you can see me working. And now I've put a starter piece of fabric, and because I find that it's easy because you're coming into a point, and I think it's important. Now the other thing is that I have a foot on that has a little red arrow. Let me just show you what that looks like. So it's a foot like this with a little arrow in the center, and that's to tell you where your needle is. And it makes it super easy. I'm just gonna slide this back in. It makes it super easy to line up, because we're going to sew on the line that we just drew. So here we go. And we're just going to sew, and you can chain sew all these. You know, you have them stacked by your machine, and we will just chain sew all these. See? It's super easy, super fast. And we just go ahead and get them all chain sewed. And there you go. So I'll just now take it over to the cutting mat, and I'll show you what to do, okay? I'm just going to trim off this piece, and I'm going to go ahead and put this piece back into the machine. So now you would normally cut that off before you take your chained pieces out, and then sew and then trim. I just trimmed beforehand, that's all. Same difference. All right, so let me switch back to the overhead camera, and we're just going to trim these apart, and then I'm going to show you what to do next. All right. So now we just have to trim off this excess by 1/4 inch. And then iron this excess. So it would look like this. Once it's all ironed, it would look like this. All right, and then you would put this one on there, finally. Then you would put the next side on. You would do the same thing, and there's a couple of ways you can do this. You could take all your squares and draw this line you know, one evening, draw the lines ahead of time, and then it's just sit down, stack, and sew, and then trim everything, iron everything, and then go and do the other side. So I'm not going to bother sewing that. I have one ready to go. And you would do the same thing. You would trim a 1/4 inch from the sewing line. So you have a 1/4 inch seam allowance. And then you can iron that. There you go. So those are the, and there's no more trimming off. I wouldn't worry about that because you've got pretty much a 1/4 inch from that point to that point, and it should be just fine and it should work. I did not design these to be squared up after. So that is it for today. You make 4 of these for each block. The pattern, okay, so the pattern has all the instructions in there. I will put this down below, the link down below for you. It's a PDF download for a minimal cost from my website. So I'll put the link and everything down below. And we'll see you next week when we continue constructing block 2. Happy quilting.